morning from Heritage Oaks Farm. Today, thought we'd show you what we're doing today. What are we making in there? Stick around, I'll let you guys know. Here it is March 4th, here 2019, and we look out across the pasture and see the cows out there. Got the cows over here, but what I noticed is, see those two little calves over there? They're on the wrong side of the fence again, but that's okay. Because I know that they don't have very good grass right now because we are on winter sacrifice, and let's face it, those two little bulls just don't ground out apparently. Actually, I just don't think Balin cares. So I'm gonna walk over here, and instead of chasing him back today, I'm just gonna let everybody else go over to him so he doesn't feel so special, I guess, this morning. Actually, it's afternoon now. What you think, Amy? How come you can't keep your son over here? Huh? You can't keep your son over here? Amanda can't keep hers either. And Garrett, he's like, well, whatever. I'm just here. Jump over one more fence here. I'm gonna pull this back and take this off. And everybody curious about it now, huh? Let's see if we just can't just drag it. Sure like their grass. Oh, guys. Well, you guys can have this for a little while, alright? Go on. What you thinking, Amanda? Huh? Now you feeling special, Brody? They do get excited when everybody's over, and they like to be together. They are definitely a family kind of animal. It's interesting that you run a single strand of wire like that, and it'll keep back a big bull and a couple big cows, but there's 3 strands of wire on this, and them little bull calves, they don't care. And I'll be honest with you, part of it's probably my fault because the little red light up here is blinking, which tells me that it's got low power anyways. But as long as they don't leave the farm, I don't really got a whole lot to say about it. So, and it makes them happy, so just let them be together. I am working on getting some new fencing done over here to fix the short, but we now have snow to play with again, and instead of being 47 like it was yesterday morning, it is now 18 degrees. So not all that keener about working out here somewhere in the cold if I don't have to. So thought I'd share that little movement with you guys, and then I'm gonna go back in the house and I'm gonna show what we're working on today, and what we are actually the pork fat, because here at the farm we like to use all of the animal. So whenever we're processing one, we realize that what we're really doing is celebrating a life, and we want to use everything that we possibly can, whether it's making bone broth or making lard like we are today. So take one of those bags, you cut it up into real small little squares about 1 inch, and put it on the stove. It takes quite a while, so you just put it on in the morning, let it keep cooking down on a low heat so that it doesn't cook over and burn, and you'll get the truest, cleanest lard. And that's what we use instead of vegetable oil. And that also helps us be sustainable here on the farm, that we can provide our own lard, and we use that for biscuits, we use it for pie crust, we use it to cook in, we use it to deep fry in, and we're not using soy products and those kind of things and other chemicals in which man has made just to cook stuff in. And it also helps to celebrate the life of the animal that gave up their life and lived for us so that we could eat and be sustained. And that's why we do it, is we don't want that lard to go to waste. The other thing is, anyone who goes to a butcher shop, buys a whole animal and says, I don't want the tallow and I don't want the bones, guess what your butcher's going to do? They're going to keep it, and they're going to sell it to somebody else after charging you for it already, because you paid for the hanging weight, and the hanging weight includes that fat, bones, and all that stuff. You don't want it? That's fine. Butcher gets paid twice for it. He's okay with it. I'd be okay with getting paid twice for something like that, just because it's a waste to one person. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't know that, yeah, it takes all day, but the taste is amazing. And when it's your animal that you've raised, or you know how that animal was raised, ours happened to be raised on grass, and we know that. We had this processed back, they actually went in late December, we got them back in January after the hang time, and we've made, I think this is the 3rd batch of lard we've made out of it. So it's definitely something we don't want to go to waste. It's much better for you than some soybean extract something, or something that's one step away from being plastic, and just makes us, feel more celebrating of a life than we just raised it up so we could eat it out of selfishness. And we're not. We're realizing that that animal is giving us nutrition and value, and when they sit here on the farm and you with them every day, you have to celebrate that life when you're sitting down at the dinner table, or whenever you are doing your day-to-day activities and walking around the farm. You should always, appreciate and celebrate the life, and realize they had one bad day. And even that one bad day, we try to make it a little bit easier on them by taking them in the morning of the processing, and then it's over shortly after they get there. And so it's real short. It's a short bad day, but that's what we're doing today, is making lard. And we got to do things inside when it gets this cold out. So hope this helps somebody, hope it entertains somebody, and you guys have a great day. Got a few more things planned for today, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, so what are we doing today? We're making lard. It's basically just taking the small pieces I discussed, cutting them up, put them on a stove on a low heat, and just letting them cook down until you get the liquid. Then you'll strain that off and put it in a jar. You can take those parts that are the fat chunks, and that's where crackling comes from. So now we'll take some of that out and put it in a cast iron skillet with a weight on it, fry it up. That's what I like about it, crackling. Makes a nice snack, and it helps us again celebrate that life.